Alright, so last time we left off, we just came back here to take a little shower, get my mind rested and recovered. Let's do that one more time. We are mentally and physically refreshed. It's good to be back, you sucker.
Boss, let's develop something.
Now that you mention it, I claimed the rewards for the latest update, the FOB update, offline. So we got some GMP to do a little bit of development. Let's see what we can develop as far as our base facilities are concerned.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
We can develop a support platform, so let's get that started.
Commencing platform construction.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Alright, so we got a couple of missions, both side ups, and we have one main up that we need to do.
Please
One
select
important
a
main
mission.
up. That's the Traitor's Caravan, but let me see if I want to get any important side ops done first. We got highly skilled soldiers, prisoners, heavy infantries, mine clearings, target practices, and the one materials container. So none of those are really important. We got a couple of cassette tapes first. We got the quiet tape, our mission performance. Let's talk to Ocelot about this.
Where is she?
You mean quiet? In her cell, of course.
Why did you send her out with the boss on that mission?
She proved herself well enough, didn't she? The boss sure knows talent when he sees it.
That woman will never be one of us. She's targeting him.
Don't forget, we do owe her one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that? We're talking about a fighter jet traveling at Mach speed.
What's your point?
If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you want to catch her in the act, all we can do is sit back and wait. On the other hand, if she swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits, he couldn't ask for a better partner.
She's got you fooled.
I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
Alright, so I'm just trying to check to see what else I can develop right here. Again, I'm not really looking at getting any of these lethal weapons developed. Not yet, at least. Got this non-lethal tranquilizer sniper rifle upgrade coming in a few minutes. So that's going to be good. Got the sneaking suit, but I don't want to spend all that GMP. Alright, so we're looking good right here as far as development is concerned. I did get a whole lot of GMP and other resources from the recent update that added
Please select a
MGO
mission.
and a couple of updates to the FOB system. I will be doing the FOB because that's part of the single player, but I won't be doing MGO until I finish the main game. I don't want to be spoiled by anything. But that comes then. This is now. Let's get this main op done, the Traitor's Caravan, started.
Boss, about those walker gears deployed by the CFA. It appears that it's not just the CFA. PFs all along the Angola-Zaire border are also getting equipped with them. The bipedal technology was developed by the Soviets, but Cypher's the one supplying it to the PFs. The question is why? What's in it for them? The answer may lie in the compensation being traded to Cypher by the PFs. Many outfits operating in Africa get locally mined resources as spoils of war. Diamonds, nuggets of gold, and rare metals. According to the intel team, there's a PF convoy that regularly transports the goods. escorted by armored vehicles no less. Pretty heavy security for crossing the remote Angolan savannah. I can't imagine Cypher would be so interested in minerals alone. Those convoys have to be transporting something else. Something that holds the key to Cypher's plans. Boss, I want you to extract the truck, cargo and all, from the PF convoy. Let's find out what Cypher's real goals are.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
We're looking good on all of our setup. I just want to make sure that we have a decent vehicle. We got our little baby Jeeps. This one's a little bit faster, so we're going to use this one. Wait, I want to see if this one is gold. Got to use the gold truck. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This game is ugly. This game is really gross. She's got her tranquilizer sniper rifle. Let's get this bad boy started.
Deploying.
Boss, your objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be at any time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Alright, so we gotta approach this guard post right here.
Marker placed.
That escort unit should rendezvous with the target after leaving that observation post. Hurry after them.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, so that's where we should find the escort unit. I'm gonna send Quiet ahead of me to scout this area out. And I'm coming in on foot.
Detected.
Where's the escort unit?
Has been updated.
Alright, first let's get some intel on this unit.
The map has been updated.
That's the truck being used in the convoy. Extract that truck with the cargo still in it.
Enemy presence
You can also
detected.
drive it out of the
map
hot zone
has been
yourself if you
updated.
prefer. But our objective is to study that cargo. Make sure you bring it back in one piece. That's the armored vehicle escort. It has some serious firepower. Make sure your gear is up to scratch before you duel with that thing.
Alright, so Quiet has done a little bit of scouting. She's marked a couple of targets. Let's see if we can find out where this damn convoy is at.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
This is a little baby outpost, so I don't think I need to go crazy with Quiet right here.
Analysis complete.
Glo my, ek het op goeie gesag. En blykbaar was dit ook Big Boss vir die
Analysis
ontploffing by Fina
complete.
olifant veroorsaak. Hoekom sal hy 'n brand stop? Hy haat die CIA vir die moord op sy man. En nou is die sakebeampte wat die aanvalsbevel op sy basis gegee het hier in Afrika.
Wat het dit te doen met invinding?
Hoe moet ek weet? Dis onmoontlik om hier tred te hou met al die bande tussen die huursoldate en die militante magte. As die lucky aan ons kant is, kan ons uiteindelik teen hom gekontrakteer word.
Dis nie 'n vertroostende gedagte nie.
Soos ek gesê het, wees wakker.
Oh, kak.
Ek sien julle.
Ja. Okay.
I say they know they're about to get fucked up. I don't know. How is this boy so informed? Take a nap, sucker. You have been, unfortunately, lined up against Big Boss, but you're lucky that I'm not in demon mode. I was trying to listen to the
Gun
conversation,
post captured.
and these boys started waking each other up, unfortunately.
We must be too late. Is there anything there that might lead us to the target? Look everywhere in the guard post.
Wil nie prik nie.
Talk.
That's exactly what I was looking for, you little sucker. Thanks for it.
Map has been
Come back to the base. That boy must have been in some kind of intel team for him to be so unusually informed.
Leave the rest to us.
Usually these guys don't know shit.
Asseblief. Moenie te doen.
Alright, so this boy gave us the intel that we needed.
Caution, rain approaching.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
We're gonna interrogate the rest of these suckers for any more intel that I can find. Don't need a goddamn gun emplacement, but we will kidnap your bitch ass.
Updated.
Leave the rest. You found an intel file. Use your iDroid to scan it, and we'll analyze it here. Perfect,
Intel
boss.
file obtained.
The escort plans for the
Extraction
transport truck.
arrived at Mother
I'm putting the
Base.
escort unit's predicted route on your iDroid. Get after them. They should rendezvous with the target soon.
Alright, so one of the guys I interrogated said that they are at the airport. It looks like they came from this little outpost here and went to the airport. But if they're at the airport now, it means they'll be going up to the north to Kibiza Camp and up to the Mfinda oil field. So instead of going straight to the airport where I might miss them, I'm gonna head right here and cut them off just in case. That's my closest point to their little path that they're gonna be taking. I'm gonna send Quiet ahead to the airport just to see if she can scout out their location. If they're at the airport, that's where I'm gonna have to take them down. Alright, let's see if we can get this little plan of attack started. Head back to the Jeep and into my little interception point. If they haven't passed me by already, then maybe I can ambush them in the airport. Although the airport's probably gonna be difficult.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Development complete.
Just in case they're still in the airport, Quiet will have enemy locations scouted.
Enemy presence detected.
That soldier,
The map
he
has
isn't
been
with the
updated.
CFA. What could be so important that it would require 2 major PFs to guard it?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
We're gonna ask this boy that question, cuz.
Development complete.
One more sucker. Take your nap. Alright, let's see what these boys are doing here.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Shut up, shut up.
The map has been
Got a couple of
updated.
containers inside the airport.
Roger that.
Moenie talk.
Asseblief.
You fucking worthless, but I'm gonna kidnap you anyway.
Ek wil nie prik nie.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
And unless they got past me already and they're already heading towards Kabiza camp, I guess they're still in the airport, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to infiltrate this airport. Quiet's got one guy marked. I guess that's the nearest guy to me. Maybe they'll pop up. I don't know if she's marked any more people or not. I do see one guy that has been marked.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I think I see something off in the distance.
There they are. The escort
Map
unit's
has
armored
been
vehicles.
updated.
Is the target with them?
I only see one vehicle though. I only see the one armored vehicle. So maybe,
Enemy presence detected.
let me see if I can set up a little
Map has been
ambush
updated.
point. Quiet's got a couple of guys marked. There might be some boys over here. The rest of these targets are, so I don't want to necessarily go in there immediately. Intel team's got me updated, and it's definitely heavily guarded up in here. So we're not gonna go in. I want to see if I can ambush them on the outside, because they're definitely going to be taking this path.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis
Got a
complete.
sniper on the top. I don't want Quiet to take him down just yet because she doesn't have
Analysis complete.
the suppressor on her tranquilizer, and I don't want that base going on alert. For right now, we're looking good. I don't know where the target vehicle is. I don't see it though. So I'm gonna wait for them to leave the airport because I know there's a lot of guys in this little building right here. Intel team told me as much.
Analysis complete.
Whoa, that boy got some skills. I want to kidnap you so bad, sucker. So bad. But we're going to try to get this little S rank here, so we're going to let you go for right now. My urge to kidnap needs to be suppressed and quelled. I'm going to wait for these guys to leave the airport instead of going in there and trying to take them out. But I do want to get this target vehicle marked. So let me see if I can at least get close enough to mark him and see where his location is. I hear a truck moving. That might be the target. Doesn't sound like an armored vehicle. It sounds like they're heading out. I got my vehicle set up right here. As a roadblock. I guess I can use a couple more roadblocks. Yeah, it looks like they're moving now. I'm gonna try to get the same tactics that I used in the back up, back down mission, where I used decoys and roadblocks to stop them.
That truck is the target.
Mission info has
Extract it
been
out of the mission
updated.
area. You can also drive it out of the hot zone yourself.
Alright, there's one decoy. That might slow them down. I want to get a little bit behind them so I can get the last vehicle. And extract that, and then get the front two vehicles. Ah, fuck.
Will clear shortly.
The skulls. If these bastards are pulling guard duty, that proves the cargo is headed to Cypher.
We got that active decoy. I want to see if I can get those guys staggering over to there. Extract the truck, and it looks like they vacated all of the vehicles. If I can move up to the truck. Don't look at me, you bitch. Oh, that's right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I want to see if I can fold the truck out. And then I'm gonna jump in one of these LAVs and blow these motherfuckers up. Yeah, I only see nothing. Oh, that's a problem. I got that target vehicle out of here. It won't be exploding when I blow these bastards up. Let's go!
Mission info has been updated.
There you go. That's how you blow these motherfuckers up. Damn, they're too fucking quick. Quiet's gonna help me blow these bastards up. Where the fuck you going? Damn, I can't even run this dude over. This thing takes a long time to reload. There's one down. God, they're so quick and stupid. Get away from me. They're behind me doing some crazy shit. Where they at? I heard one of them. They got armor and shit on. Help me out, Quiet. She's got the goddamn tranquilizer sniper rifle.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Holy shit! Hold that! One down, one down. Sneaky little motherfuckers. I don't want them to blow up this vehicle. I want to extract it. These motherfuckers are so quick. That hurt him. That hurt his bitch ass. Come on, reload, reload, reload fast, motherfucker. This one down. Let me hit this bitch. Oh yeah, you better run, you punk ass. One more hit for your bitch ass. You're done. Where the fuck did he go? Tricky little bastard. What the fuck did he just do? Let me see if I can get closer to this other enemy vehicle. What the fuck is he doing? This other LAV, damn, might help because he's about to explode that one. Saw that coming. There's one less vehicle for me to extract though. Where's this other bastard at? Oh, I should have gotten this one. This one's a little bit faster with the fire rate. Motherfucker got armor on, you punk ass. Damn, he's got this weird angle on me. Come on, drop this bitch. Boy, just jumps on my shit and just pops away. Teleporting little punk motherfucker. I can't be sitting in one spot. There we go.
You defeated the Skulls. I can't believe you took those things out. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Ugly son of a bitch. Got your bitch ass. That was ugly. I should have switched Quiet over to a lethal sniper rifle. That might have helped me a little bit better. Let's see what we can call in as far as the helicopter extraction point. Fuck it, I'm gonna get out of here on land. This is the nearest point I can get off right here.
Marker placed.
That was ugly, but we took those suckers down. I don't know if that counted as a combat alert. And I think I messed up because I killed that one dude that was in the middle of them. that they took over that one driver, but
Exfiltrated hot
fuck
zone.
it.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy.
You have
Mission
arrived
complete,
at
boss.
your destination. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work.
Alright, so I will take that S rank. Like I said, I messed up on the no kills, and I guess I don't have an enemy combat alert. I messed up the perfect stealth because I killed that one dude by accident because he was in the middle of all those damn skulls. I should have tranked him and then got him out of there before I got into the vehicle. And I should have gotten that LAV or IFV that was in the front because it had that rapid fire auto turret instead of the one in the back. But it doesn't matter. We still got that little S rank right there.
Boss, we searched the truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
this is an emergency.
Mission list
We have two
updated.
intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them.
Support
I've added the
helicopter
details to your
requested.
mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
Anytime members of my unit are in trouble, that is a high priority target for me to get those boys back.
The map has been updated.
So I'm gonna go back to the helicopter and then deploy from the ACC and get our boys back. I might have tried to mess around up here in this little base. Quiet's got a nice little overwatch in this airport, but not really worried about that right now. We gotta get our intel team members back.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Pequod's already there at the LZ,
This is Pequod.
so let's see if we can get there and get deployed for this next mission.
Support helicopter has arrived.
This is Pequod. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, so like I said, we're gonna get our boys back. We got some GMP coming in though. We We also got some combat deployment missions that I want to get started while I'm doing that. 420,000 GMP, huh? Let's get a unit sent out really quickly. Let's send these boys out. Hopefully they bring in that 420 GMP. And I was looking for another mission with some fuel resources as a reward so I can get started on some more development for my base facilities, but it doesn't look like we have any of that. So I'm going to get another quick little deployment mission so I can bring in a quick little bit of 20,000 GMP. Let's get some staff recruitment started. We're going to send the unit out for that. Let's see what we can get started for development. Get 500,000 GMP, that riot SMG. I think Quiet's blood camo got developed or finished with development. We got 3 minutes to wait for the sleep grenades. I might want to use those in this next mission, so we might be able to stall right here a little bit. I'm gonna upgrade my, let me see if I can customize my newest weapon, because I did get an upgrade of the sniper rifle, so I'm gonna use the latest model of this Trank sniper rifle, level 3. Still got the suppressor. Still got the rifle scope. I probably need to get a sniper rifle with a better sniper scope on it. So let me see if I can get a sniper rifle with a decent scope developed. That way I can customize it onto my current sniper rifle, because I only really have a 4x scope on that. 4x rifle scope. Really don't even have any better scopes ready for development. Maybe I should get some of these base sniper rifles developed before I go looking for anything else. Yeah, I really don't have any other sniper rifle scopes ready for development or any other weapons, so we're gonna get some of these other rifles developed, and maybe when I get the next level of this weapon, hopefully they'll have a better sniper rifle scope on it. Really don't need anything else. Let me see what our base facilities are looking like. Yeah, we definitely need some fuel resources, minor metal, and common metal. Actually, I should have sent the unit out to get some common metal, because I did see one of those, but fuck it for right now. We have an important cassette tape, so let's listen to those.
Boss, I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting 2 things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed, as all the high-purity uranium ore dried up a long time ago, but you could probably still find it there in small quantities. That said, there are plenty of other uranium mines that are in operation, like in Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Why go to an abandoned mine to scrape up whatever's left and ship it out in mass quantities without refining it? They were transporting that yellow cake too, which would suggest they have the technology to refine uranium. Anyway, that about sums it up. Unfortunately, the analysis of that yellow cake is taking a little longer. I'll let you know when it's done.
Alright, so we found out the contents of what was in the truck that we just stole. Let's talk about the private force, Zero Risk Security.
Zero Risk Security aren't as hardcore a military outfit compared to the other 2 PFs in this region. The company sends operators to conflict regions around the world, not just Africa. They have decades of combined experience. They're also based out of South Africa. Their headquarters is in Johannesburg. A lot of their work involves corporate security for South African companies, but a good number of their operators are retired South African military. So don't mistake them for a bunch of security guards.
They're a bunch of jabronis. I won't mistake them for security guards, not at all. Alright, so we got our main op. Let's get our intel team members back.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Alright, so we're looking good right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out my girl Quiet. We're gonna get D-Dog right up in here one more time. Let me get my vehicle. What happened to my little buggy? Alright, let's get this mission started.
Deploying.
Two of our intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our two men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
I switched out Quiet in favor of D-Dog because D-Dog is better at spotting.
Map has been updated.
Before we move up on these locations, let's get some intel on this radio.
That's our intel team agent. He's being held at Casiba camp. Get him out of there. Recently, the CFA has suddenly pulled their men out of Massa village. Strategically speaking, it's as if they lost their minds. I sent him in to find out what their reason was. That guy on the run is from our intel team. You've got to save him. He last made contact from the forest to the north of the encampment. There's a rumor that locally hired CFA soldiers are dying around there. And I don't mean in firefights. Our man was assigned to find out what's going on.
Alright, so it looks like we got a bunch of enemies popping up right here. Did I not put a fucking suppressor on this sniper rifle? Holy shit. Looks like these guys are over here in this area looking for my intel team member. One of those guys had body armor. My suppressive bullets weren't doing anything.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, let's flip him. Suppressors won't do anything, but CQC will.
The map has been updated.
Got us a wild animal over here. Another
Analysis
sucker with some
complete.
armor on. Should have tried to take him out real quick.
Our staff member on
Enemy
the run
presence
last
detected.
contacted us from
The
that
map has
forest.
been
The
updated.
enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected.
That boy looks like he was right about to run up on top of my intel team member. DD has him spotted. That's why I like using DD.
You've reached the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself
You have
somewhere in that
arrived
area.
at the enemy presence detected. The map has been
Let's get this boy
updated.
up out of here. These armored targets are no joke, because I can't hit them with tranq.
Analysis complete.
That's this guy down. Let me see if I can get my intel team member up out of here.
Extract him.
Analysis complete.
I'm trying not to use this unsuppressed sniper rifle because I don't want to give away my position. But I do want to get this boy up out of here without anybody knowing what's going on. Let's move him quickly.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Now, rescue the other target.
The map
Head for
has been
Gazebo camp.
updated.
Alright, so we took down a couple of guys. But we got our intel team member out. This guy almost spotted
Enemy presence detected.
and tried to shoot the damn
The
Fulton
map
down. You
has
little
been
bastard.
updated.
Let me see if you got skills.
Our man you
Analysis
extracted gave us all the
complete.
intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. Deserves a raise. Check it on your iDroid.
Alright, we'll get him that raise as soon as we get our second brother back.
Enemy presence detected.
Alright, so
The
we have
map
the
has
exact
been
location
updated.
of the second intel team member. I don't have my tranquilizer sniper rifle, so I can't do any long range takedowns of any of these guys in this base, so we're gonna have to move
Enemy
up
presence detected.
on this other guy's
The map has
location.
been updated.
See if I can walk around the base.
Gazebo camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape
Analysis
wherever possible.
complete.
Dee Dee's gonna do some spotting. That way I don't get
Analysis
caught in the
complete.
base, but I'm gonna see if I can go
Caution,
around it
Rain approaching.
and not get caught. Sounds like we got an enemy vehicle coming in this way too.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground.
Analysis
That
complete.
should enable you to sneak past enemies.
This is not good. We got a whole lot of guys coming up in here. And if there's anything like the armored guards that we just saw, things are going to get a little bit more difficult. Alright, so they weren't able to find my boy.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Hopefully this is not another armored target. I need to get over here to my intel team member's location before he gets executed or
Information
something.
out of that soldier you extracted. His squad was on their way to the encampment to execute our intel team member. We also now know exactly where they're keeping the target. I'm sending the location to your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Alright, we're gonna just keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. I'm not gonna worry about extracting too many targets. We're just worrying about getting to this
Boss, we
intel
picked
team
up some
member.
movement. The squad is on its way to Gazebo camp. We've ID'd them as some CFA heavyweights. These aren't your everyday reinforcements. Whatever's about to happen, you need to get the target out now.
Looks like he only really has one guard on top of him. Let's get these two guys up out of here. That C4 should provide a little bit of a distraction when I make my way up out of here as well.
You gotta extract him.
Let's get our boy and get the hell up out of here.
The map has been
That's him.
updated.
That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
The disease was her fault. Just kept shouting at me. Over and over. Kept saying, "You think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this."
can't really detonate the C4 with this guy on my back, but I'll detonate it as soon as I put him in the chopper.
Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Alright, doesn't look like the spotlight guy is on top of me. Let me see if I can sprint over here to Pequod. We got it in, we got the hell out. I'm not taking any chances with any of my members of my Diamond Dogs. Actually, I don't want to take a chance at killing anybody who might be standing right next to it, so I'm going to save the detonation of that little anti-aircraft radar.
Confirmed extraction of all targets. Boss,
Mission
on behalf of all the
has been
Diamond Dogs,
updated.
thank you.
Alright, in and out. Like I said, I'm taking no chances. And not doing any extra foolishness with my boys on the line.
Departing.
That's the way.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Alright, so like I said, I wasn't playing no games with my boys on the line. Perfect stealth, no kills. And I tried to get out of there, in and out, as fast as possible. And they got that S rank right there.
Boss,
Side
one
ops
of the job
list
offers we
updated.
received concerns me.
Mission list
There's a PF
updated.
commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
Alright, so it seems as if we have a couple of new jobs right here. Let's take a look at these
Please
missions.
select a mission.
Alright, so we have the Blood Runs Deep and the On the Trail mission. Both of these are in Africa. Both of these deal out 170,000 GMP, but we also have some cassette tapes to go over before we try to complete any of those missions. So let's do that right now. Important cassette tapes as well. So let's talk about Cypher's cargo.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkalobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining two sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure.
Unit
But
dispatched.
rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information.
Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkolobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years.
So someone reopened it.
Right. Zero-risk security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his tastes somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would zero-risk security do this kind of thing?
Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? They'd be getting trace amounts of uranium, and to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite, meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move.
But how would they enrich it at its destination?
Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it?
Having trouble believing it?
No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about.
And this was to test it out.
It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
Alright, so we have 2 more tapes. Those are about Africa today.
Rogue Coyote operates mainly out of Africa these days. Of the 3 PFs, they're the smallest. However, they scooped up most of the Rhodesian SAS after the country collapsed 4 years ago. Picture their entire organization as one big special forces unit. With Rhodesia a British colony, the Rhodesian SAS had its origins in 22 SAS Sea Squadron. They started out as a group known as the Southern Rhodesia Volunteers. But in '51 they were incorporated into 22 SAS as members of the British Commonwealth and deployed to fight guerrillas in the Malayan emergency. Even now, 22 SAS keeps the Sea Squadron designation empty in recognition of their service. In a way, you could say the SAS almost makes up the core of Rogue Coyote. Later on, they were bolstered by other talent, including former Cella Scouts and 32 Battalion. These guys are direct descendants of the best special forces in the world. They won't go down without a fight. Don't get careless. Kungenga Mine. A civil war's been going on in that region for the last 20 years. It's being fought by what are now 2 ethnic groups, the Buta and the Mbele. Originally, you could barely tell them apart, but the reason for the current armed conflict goes back to World War I. After the war, their land was colonized by a European power, and it decided to give local control to the Buta. That split the 2 groups into rulers and subjects, laying the foundations for an inevitable civil war. The friction between them remained even after they won independence from Europe. The Buta are holding on to power to this day, and the Mbele rebels continue to fight back. The conflict is funded by locally mined gold, rare metals, diamonds. They've used the money from those to arm themselves, buy oil, and even hire PFs. The Buta administration owns the mining rights to Kungenga Mine. But most of the laborers are Mbele, who they've taken prisoner. The product they've gouged out of their land is bought up by cheap Western corporations. And the civil war is fueled by the profits. That's how it goes. One country's people is split apart by another country. Then the 2 groups tear up their own land for money in order to fight each other. Now this civil war started by a foreign power is the norm, and it's sucking up all the country's resources. PFs are just the same. They follow the money, taking war with them wherever they go. That goes for us too. It's an endless river of bloody retaliation, and we're standing downstream. Should we make a stand and staunch the flow? or wade in amongst the corpses and make a bigger splash than the rest? We'll follow your lead, boss.
Alright, so I was looking at the side ops list while I was listening to those tapes. We have an intel team extraction, and we also have a extract the wandering mother base soldiers mission. So before I get started with any more main ops, we're gonna do these two and get our members of Diamond Dogs back. This one has more GMP, and the target is of critical importance, or maybe even more than that. So let's get this one started.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan.
Alright, so we're gonna swap out Dee Dee with our girl Quiet. Actually, before we even do that, I need to get my tranquilizer sniper rifle properly developed. I mean, properly customized, rather. Because I didn't have the suppressor on it. I swore I put that damn suppressor on it the last time I was in this customization menu. Alright, so we're looking good right here for now. Let me change the scope. Let me see if this W2 US2 sniper rifle scope is a little bit better than the little triangle that we have right now. Alright, so we got the sniper rifle with the suppressor on it now. Let's head out for another mission.
Please select a land heading to Afghanistan.
While I was listening to the tapes, I also got started on development of the sleep gas mine, but for right now we're going to swap out this stun grenades for these sleep grenades. Got the active decoy, hand grenade, smoke grenade, magazine. Yeah, we're still looking good on all fronts. Let's get this bad boy started. Let's get this intel team member back.
Deploying.
This is the area, pretty much the same area that we saved cars from. We got a whole lot of processed materials to snatch up. Put a couple of markers on these locations.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
I have my girl Quiet scout this area out. Alright, let me get my vehicle close by. We're gonna infiltrate this area and get this intel team member back.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, one of our staff has been captured by the enemy. He was on the staff at Mother Base 9 years
Extraction
back. Get our men
arrived
out
at
of
Mother
there, boss.
Base.
To say he's a critical VIP would be a massive understatement.
Alright, so Quiet's done a little bit of marking of some weapons and
Analysis
vehicles.
complete.
Got one guy spotted right here. Shut up, Crow.
The map has been updated.
Don't snipe the Crow, Quiet. Oh, let me get these diamonds. I gotta remember every time I come into this area, after not visiting the area, that the diamonds respawn in the same locations. Alright, let me see if I can start taking some of these boys down. Yeah, this little scope is a little bit better than the little triangle that I had. Kind of wish that I had a better zoom on it though, to be honest with you. I was thinking about letting her snipe that enemy, but I don't want the base to go on alert until I find the guy and get him out of here. Maybe I should have took DD along on this mission, because he's better at spotting targets in outposts. Alright, so it looks like there's two guys up in there.
What took you so long?
We'll talk, but not here.
Alright, so I already had Hideo in the game because I imported my save from Ground Zeroes. But I guess even if you haven't played Ground Zeroes, you're gonna get this boy as long as you do this mission. Let me see if these boys got the skills.
Analysis complete.
A rank.
Analysis complete.
I'll take this sucker. Uh-oh. Quiet took her shot.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
I'm sorry, Hideo. I need to use you for a second. I was trying to hold that boy up and interrogate him.
Support helicopter requested.
But it looks like he was about to turn on me because I didn't get the interrogation options. So I just need to use Hideo as a little bit of a weapon. Alright. Got the crew waiting right here for P-Quad.
This is P-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. On station at LZ.
Y'all better not shoot down P-Quad. We gonna have a problem with this bitch-ass enemy base.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction around base.
Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, so we took care of that side ops mission. And I did say I wanted to get this other Mother Base soldier. So let's get this boy.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Alright, so let's go get this boy, this wandering Mother Base soldier.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Development complete.
Alright, so it looks like
Development complete.
Wale Amasa is the nearby enemy base. I see a way for me to get back to the ACC once I'm done with this mission, but the middle of the mission where the Wanderer Mother Base soldier is has nothing to do with this base. So for right now, I'm gonna put that guy down.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Just wanted to make sure that those dudes were down, so while I try to make my way around this area,
Arrived at Mother Base.
I don't get spotted by them. Now, let me see if I can get over here and take my wandering Mother Base soldier down.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, so I've arrived in the center of the area, but I don't see the dude. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I gotta be careful, because if he sees me, he's gonna take off like a crazy
The map
person.
has been updated.
Quiet's got her line of sight on me again. But I don't see this wandering Mother Base soldier at all. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out Quiet for Didi, because he's gonna be a little bit more of a help right here.
Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations.
Let me see. If I can find this boy in night vision mode. Still don't see him. D-Dog's coming in, so he'll be able to help me out.
Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Uh-oh, there he goes. Oh, shit! As soon as Dee comes in, this boy drops a stun grenade. Well, not a sleep grenade on me. And keeps it moving. Get up, Dee. Dee helps me spot these boys immediately. This boy wants to throw sleep grenades, huh? Boy, just be taking off.
Analysis
That's the
complete.
target. I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Did I get him? Or I know he got me, but did I get him? I guess I can't really throw sleep grenades at him. Is he just gonna see it and take off? This boy is crazy as dog shit. As long as he's not moving and... Well, he was standing still when I took one shot, but... If he wants to squat... I can shoot him right in his forehead. And let's extract this boy.
Side op completed.
You gonna extract him?
Good.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Our boy Parrot has returned to the unit. It's good to see you back, Parrot. Alright, so I'm gonna call in quiet again.
Please select a deployment dispatch requested.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the help.
Buddy departing area of operations.
She's gonna scout out Wally Amasa, help me take these boys out, and then I'm gonna extract on that container that I had marked.
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
Fire.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
She sniped somebody completely different from who I marked. I don't know why these boys... I'm trying to recruit y'all to the unit, but y'all want to shoot up my girl, huh? Y'all ain't even got ranks to warrant your life being saved. Alright, so I see my way up out of here. fuck sees me? There's two dudes up here, huh?
The enemy's
Take him down quiet. I don't even see where he's spotting me from.
Alles gespannt, das steht hier. Und Ford abgebaut. Alle Jäger verkehren in your position.
I just turned into a demon in free roam. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I kind of just want to throw his ass up off this damn cliff. You want to snipe up on something, huh? You want to snipe, huh? Bitch. They better not be shooting fucking mortars at my girl quiet. We got a problem when y'all keep fucking with her. What?
Outpost captured.
That boy ran up just to get fucked up. Alright, so it looks like we cleared this area out. Let's grab this and get the hell up out of here. It got ugly. I was thinking about recruiting suckers, but they just went and pissed me off shooting at my girl. Don't fuck with Diamond Dogs. Don't fuck with Dee Dee. Don't fuck with D-Horse. Don't fuck with Quiet. Don't fuck with Ocelot. Don't fuck with my MSF soldiers. Don't fuck with Hideo. Don't fuck with us. Because you won't get fucked up.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Alright, so we completed a couple of important side ops and 2 main ops. I think that's a good place to call it an end. I am going to return to Mother Base because I did get in a little bit of a conflict, so let's return to Mother Base, shower off, and call it a day. Let me see what my combat deployment missions are looking like. Oh, we still got those 2 in progress, so we're going to let that just stay.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Alright, so it looks like nothing really has changed right here. And I guess this is a good place to call it an end. Let me take my little shower, get fresh and clean, get mentally and physically refreshed.
Boss, thank you for getting on that.
Had to get our boys out. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you funky motherfuckers. Some of you guys volunteered from God knows where. I kidnapped some of you, but you're all members of my family. And I will do circles of love around you every time I come back to Mother Base. Alright, so this is a good time to call it an end. When we pick up again in the next part, we will do those next 2 main ops. That was a dive of love, sucker. Get up.
Thanks for that, boss.
You're welcome.
We really need some more room here.